And former NBA star Gilbert Arenas has been arrested and is now facing federal charges for allegedly running an illegal gambling ring out of his San Fernando Valley home.
Arenas, along with several others, were arrested today. One of them, a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime group. Arenas has already made his first court appearance, facing a judge this afternoon in downtown L.A. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live in Encino with more. Mary Beth.
Yeah, and Mike and Chair, as the hours wear on, I'm getting to read these court documents a little bit further. And so it appears that the illegal gaming up here at this Encino mansion began back in September 2021 and then came to a screeching halt the night of July 19th, 2022. That's when the feds raided this Encino mansion. And at the time, there were 26 high-stakes poker players inside, as well as a lot of staff that were made up of young women, chefs, valets, and security guards.
You're asking me, I'm telling you.
Former NBA All-Star turned podcaster Gilbert Arenas was allegedly running illegal high-stakes poker games out of his Encino mansion. Arenas, who the feds dubbed Agent Zero, and 7 others, including a suspected Israeli international crime boss and a West Hollywood lawyer, have been charged in a federal indictment. The former Washington Wizards player is accused of renting out his Encino mansion on Gable Drive for the illegal games, which were allegedly hosted by his co-conspirators. According to court documents, Arenas texted one of his co-conspirators this picture of a poker table in connection to the games, which allegedly took place from September 2021 to July 2022. A neighbor recalls seeing unusual activity and scantily clad women during that time frame.
Well, just mostly people coming out at all hours of the night. Usually I'd see women, though, coming out. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning and taking off with whomever in a car down the street.
The alleged Israeli crime boss, Yevgeny Gershman, is accused of hiring young women who, in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to the poker players. The women were charged a tax, a percentage of their earnings from working the games.
The more people you have who are willing to engage in stuff that's illegal or high risk puts us all in certain situations that we don't want to be in.
Arenas and several of his co-defendants have been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business and 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. Arenas was also charged with 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. Yeah, he apparently told investigators that he didn't know what was going on up here at his Encino mansion. And we have learned that the mansion was sold a few years ago and now operates as a drug and alcohol rehab facility. For now,
listen, man, I'm convinced that somebody lost their wives at one of these poker games because this shit don't even make no sense. Like, it do, but it don't. Like, man, what? Unfortunately, they're not playing with Gilbert Arenas, man. As you just heard, his federal charges, they said he was running high-end poker games with Israeli mob bosses. I don't know how you want to characterize that, but that's what they said. That's what they said. What happened to America, man? Like, when it comes to, like, rich people, like, the thing in America that we always knew was racism, crack, guns. Racism, crack, guns. But we also always knew that rich people had like a privilege to do what they want. You know, I didn't hear nothing about no freaky, sexual, none of that. We're not even gonna mention, you know what I'm saying? We ain't hear none of that. We ain't hear none of that. Y'all on people for them having private gambling parties, which I'm sure happens all across America. All across America, you know what I'm saying? Like the finest of the finest, in their words. You know what I'm saying? So this is insane. But what's more insane is like the people. The people. Look at Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown has to be the corniest cornbag in the history of niggerdom. I don't think I ever met a nigga as corny as him, man. I really do not think so, man. Look at what Kwame Brown had to say about this whole situation.
Yeah. Shorty wanna be Shorty wanna be a thug. Shorty wanna be. Shorty wanna be a thug. Yeah. Gil, Shorty wanna be a thug. I wanna be an international pimp. What the he gonna be?
Let that hurt go.
Shorty wanna be a thug. You wanna be a thug, huh? Hey boy, you had the Israeli mob with you, huh? They say this nigga had the Israeli mob. This nigga is playing cards with the Israeli mob, huh? I was wondering, what the fuck is this nigga talking so much shit to me for? I'm looking at me, and I'm looking at him, knowing he a bitch that won't use these. I'm like, what is this nigga running his mouth? Yeah.
Hey, he'll fall for it too. Hey man, let's name this motherfucker Swaggy Arena real quick. Watch out. That's how I'm dodge them charges. Yeah, comment king. Hell yeah, he got a restraining order on me, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Kwame the type that he'll pretend that he's talking shit, but he's snitching in real time. So if he have evidence on you, he gonna play it on his YouTube channel, so it's out there, so they have evidence for you. Oh nah, yeah. He a big teller. Don't let him fool you.
As you can see, a lot is going on over there at Gilbert Arenas, man, and that's why actually one of my favorite podcasts. I can't even lie to y'all right now, man. They be doing their thing over there. But as you can see, man, it's clearly a pending situation, developing story. So we don't have to get into much. If you watch the full video, you saw the news clip of what he's accused of. They said he was renting a house that was involved in high-end poker games involving Israeli mob members or crime organization members, however you want to word it. I just wanted to make this video just talking about like when you doing something, people are gonna come for you. Now, I didn't want to do a conspiracy joint, but I kind of have to, right? Because they said this started from like 2021 and lasted to 22, right? It's July 31st, 2025, right? So I'm just trying to put together what could have happened 3 years, you know what I'm saying? 22 is when it stopped. 3 year span that could possibly make Gilbert a target, right? And I found one. I found one. It was Tesla. Tesla did this, man. Gilbert, listen, it's nothing that I know officially, so I'm not gonna, don't quote me. It's not nothing I know officially, but I do know that his son was involved in the accident, and I do know that Gilbert said that the car malfunctioned and it was an issue with the system. So I don't know if he's suing them. I don't know if he's they're reaching some type of deal. I don't know. All I'm saying is for something like this to come up 3 years later after the fact, because from the reports, it's all been from 21, 2022. I mean, 3 years to wait to jump on something like that, it seems kind of odd to me. I'm not a cop, I'm not an investigator, but I'm just, saying what probably most people would think. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of the situation is definitely a little bit it's out there. It's out there for sure. So we got to talk about it. And I just feel like it's kind of corny. Like, Kwame Brown really don't like Gil. Like, that nigga was celebrating like he like won some money. Like, you should never be happy publicly that somebody you don't like or got beef with got locked up by the law enforcement. Unless you're just like one of those Karens, unless you're like a straight up law-abiding citizen, all this shit. But I done heard Kwame Brown say threatening things and, use threatening matters. So to see him happy that somebody's locked up, and he's from the South too. So that's how it lets you know how much he hates Gilbert. Because like to see another black man locked up or potentially going to jail for something like that and you celebrating it, like I'm not saying you can't be like, hey, that's what he gets on your own time. But to publicly celebrate it is kind of clown behavior. It's not kind, it is clown behavior. But I don't know, man. The situation's definitely developing. I don't believe nothing serious is gonna happen with Gil. I feel like I mean, if something serious is gonna happen, I feel like it already would have happened. So we're gonna just see how this goes. You know, like I said, these charges are all from 2021 to 2022, I believe, ended July 2022, according to reports. So unless there's more, unless, you know, these people that was involved with him as co-conspirators are going to say more, we kind of don't know what's going on. But if you know Gil, he's already joking, saying he's going to be the first one to tell. So we'll see how this whole situation will, you know, kind of unravel and unveil itself. But for the most part, I think it's corny that people is making videos happy that this guy's going to jail or allegedly going to jail. It says a lot about you as a person, even if you don't like the person. I'm not saying you can't feel away, but like I said, going publicly, celebrating it, being happy, like, like that's corny shit to me. So, I mean, I don't know. That's how I feel about the situation. But we gonna see, man, because Gil's one of the hottest podcasts right now. That podcast is lit. They on actually on their own level. Like they reached a level where they're like not like most podcasts. They're like the new media. Like there's a lot of podcasts like Joe Rogan. He's been in new media for like, you know, the world for like years since Joe Rogan's developed this shit. But when I look at Gilbert Arenas, that's like the new sports media. Like I feel like people are gonna start checking with them before they check with First Take and going forward when it comes to basketball, at least, because you know they only really cover basketball. But that's just how it is. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the situation, man. Do y'all feel like Kwame Brown was you feel like his video was justified, or you feel like he's just being petty, man? Y'all let me know. Let me know. We out.